think it's time to add a few poems. I was going to send these poems to my ex-girlfriend, but she got an order of protection on me, so I can't. So I'm going to post them here instead. For you guys. For your listening pleasure. I hope you enjoy them. Do you remember the good? Do you remember how I used to give you gifts each time I saw you? The first was a shower speaker. I bet you didn't know that day you'd be getting involved with a tweaker. You loved that little mini printer. You printed out so many pics. Thank God none of them were pics of my dicks. Do you remember when we went to the club? Dude said, "Good for you, Pops." I felt like a rock star with you. I never wanted to stop. Do you remember New Orleans? We had so much fun. I finally felt like number one. Do you remember when I flew out to rescue you? I didn't think twice, even though you were treating me like poo. Do you remember when when you went hang gliding? I was terrified for you and your sister. It looked so damn scary. In my pants, I almost pissed her. Do you remember how your sister loved me? I was the only guy she ever did. The rest of them she wouldn't fuck with, so you had to keep them hid. Do you remember on my birthday weekend when we went up to the Dells? You gave me the best gift I ever got. Shortly after, though, you made things hell. Do you remember Colorado? That was a great trip. You showed me so much love one night, and the next day, the story flipped. Do you remember all those nights in the garage with the whole crew of retards? We all had such a blast. We were partying hard. Do you remember the night I proposed up in the signature room? I was so nervous, I had no idea it would lead to our doom. Do you remember that night we locked ourselves out of your place and spent a night without phones at Ambiance? It was amazing. All night I looked at your face. Do you remember the Champagne Lodge, adorned with candy and snacks? Then you took Derek there. I wish I could take it back. Do you remember 5 girls at the Ambiance? All night I stared at you, and you fed me Molly, you fell on your ass, and I only had sex with 2. Do you remember Matinado? I was hovering near you all night. You looked stunning, and it was a blast. I did that party right. Do you remember Kansas? I was shocked when you came with. I gave you money for shopping. That night you drank a 5th. Do you remember that snowstorm? When I went shopping for you, I was so terrified of the store, but the retards needed food. Remember Quasi's party? I was Hef and you were my bunny. You almost got into it at the end. It was actually kind of funny. Do you remember the horse and carriage and sneaking Deb into bars? Do you remember Rivers Casinos? Do you remember looking at cars? Do you remember how you attacked me, but I never once called the cops? You knocked me down and cracked my head. You decked me in my chops. Do you remember the Sure Factory? I made you my accomplice. We stole some shit and you were nervous, but there were no police. Do you remember how I jumped every time you called? Do you remember the hot tub and Nikki and when you saw me fall? Do you remember how when things were good, things were really, really great? But then you'd go and betray me and you'd come home with nothing but hate. Do you remember how I doted on you every single day? Do you remember how much I loved you more than words can say? Do you remember? Do you remember? Thank you. Another one momentarily. Enjoy.